The contracts don't enforce themselves. So, and that's something that even a really good contract, if you're not enforcing it, is not going to live up to its potential. You can get some really great language at the table, but if your stewards are falling asleep at the wheel and not really doing what they're supposed to do, and if members aren't really educated on the contract and enforcing those rights, it's just words on paper.
And we're actually seeing a high-profile example of that with the UAW and Stellantis, where the UAW is threatening a nationwide strike if they don't follow the contract at the end of the grievance procedure, which the UAW has been able to negotiate that at the end of the grievance procedure, at least on this one particular issue, that is decisions that the company makes related to product decisions and investments and things like this, they negotiated the ability to strike over those kinds of things, which is not something that a lot of unions have during the contract. A lot of unions give away totally the ability to strike during the contract term, but the UAW was very dogged about including that right in the contract over product decisions and investment and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that pretty well covers it. Obviously, we did not spend very much time at all on contract enforcement. We'll do another whole educational segment about that because it is so important. But yeah, there you go. That is how unions negotiate our contracts.
Spina bifida is a common birth defect, and everyone with spina bifida from childhood through adulthood deserves to flourish. The Spina Bifida Association is creating a future where this is more than just possible. It's inevitable. We're advancing clinical care and shaping innovative research. With your help, we'll build the future that people with spina bifida deserve. Join us at SBAA.org. That's SBAA.org. This message is sponsored by the Spina Bifida Association of America.
Hey, Max, you look absolutely dashing in that purple tie. Ready to harness the world?
You bet, Daisy. I'm ready as I'll ever be. And might I say, your purple tie really pops with your vest.
Thanks. I almost went with a cape, but didn't want to come across as pretentious.
Nonsense. Anyone in our line of work should rock a cape.
You might be onto something, Max.
Phew, so here we go. First day on the job. We've got this, right?
Right. Don't forget, we both graduated from Dogs Inc. with honors.
Which means I can guide my human around a busy city with ease.
And I can give my human a restful night.
I hope my human is kind and loving.
And I hope mine likes wet kisses and zoomies.
Ready to make a difference?
Born ready. Let's go.
Discover how extraordinary dogs like Daisy and Max change lives at no cost to the recipients. Visit dogsinc.org.
The preceding program, First Take, was sponsored by Al Kindle and to the extent applicable, his guests. The views and opinions expressed therein do not necessarily reflect those of Heartland Signal, LLC, or its management.
Chicago's Progressive Talk, WCPT Willow Springs, is powered by ComEd. Visit ComEd.com/facility assessment to learn more about energy savings.
Hey, Family Meeting cousins. As you know, we've created a Patreon Family Meeting subscription and membership page to include you great listeners in our effort and give you a chance to very economically promote your business, organization, or local event. You can contribute as little as $5 per month to get your message out and support the Family Meeting as a viable voice. We know you appreciate our permanent interest dialogue, get up and dance playlist, and our great guests who stop by. So become a cousin and go to our website, tfmradioshow.com, and click the link.
WCPT 820, Chicago's Progressive Talk, where facts matter.
Hi, my name is Audra Wilson, and I'm the President and CEO of the Shriver Center on Poverty Law. You can visit us at www.povertylaw.org. Hey, cousins. Now it's time for the Family Meeting News.
I'm Michelle Peltier. Here's what we're following on the Family Meeting. Happy June tomorrow and Pride Month, everybody. At its May 2026 meeting, the Chicago Housing Authority Board of Commissioners approved 5 new housing assistance payment contracts that will add 94 project-based voucher units in communities across the city, including Lakeview, Logan Square, Woodlawn, Grand Boulevard, and the Lower West Side. These approvals support CHA's ongoing commitment to expanding affordable, high-quality housing opportunities throughout Chicago. The newly approved contracts include Flyover Flats in Lakeview, Metropolitan L Apartments in Logan Square, Lofts at Loretto Academy in Woodlawn, One Roof Chicago at Grand Boulevard, and Casa Bienestar, Lower West Side. Mayor Brandon Johnson is proposing a sweeping overhaul to city rules governing renting, and landlords are already organizing against the effort aimed at giving tenants significant new powers and protections. Johnson's Protecting Renters Ordinance hasn't officially been introduced to the City Council, but it includes a slew of new programs and regulations set to broadly restructure renting in Chicago. The measure would create a citywide rental registry that would require the disclosure of major building owners, many of whom remain hidden now through legal shell groups, and a new Bureau of Rental Housing Services tasked with enforcing tenants' rights. It would also ban junk fees issued by landlords, create a new Tenants' Bill of Rights, and fund legal representation for tenants facing eviction. The measure could change as it moves through City Council, where most aldermen have yet to be briefed on it. But it's a good effort. Chicago Public Library is bringing back its summer reading program for adults and the chance to get a limited edition library baseball cap. The Adult Reading Challenge had its most popular year last summer with over 6,500 participants. It's part of the library's Summer at CPL program, which offers activities for all ages, including book clubs, crafting programs, resume workshops, and memory cafes for seniors. Chicagoans can visit any branch to pursue the summer program guides and logs and to snag their own summer CPL hat while supplies last. To learn more about the summer reading program and RSVP for the kickoff, you can go to CHI, C-H-I, Pub, P-U-B, Lib.org. ChiPubLib.org. Please visit our webpage, tfmradioshow.com. You can subscribe and follow us on Fanbase, Threads, TikTok, Spoutable, Blue Sky, and Twitter. Also subscribe and follow our YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook channels to view us live when we're on the air. You can also listen to a repeat of this show every Tuesday on WARRradio.com, 1520 AM or 103.5 FM, where North Carolina comes to listen. We'll be right back.
Hey, Family Meeting cousins. As you know, we've created a Patreon family meeting subscription and membership page to include you great listeners in our effort and give you a chance to very economically promote your business, organization, or local event. You can contribute as little as $5 per month to get your message out and support the Family Meeting as a viable voice. We know you appreciate our permanent interest dialogue, get up and dance playlist, and our great guests who stop by. So become a cousin and go to our website, tfmradioshow.com, and click the link.
This is Jason Brown, General Counsel of Dyson and Howard University alum. I listen to the Family Meeting.
Hey, Chicago, this is motivational speaker and author William A. Eady II, author of the book Listen If You Want to Succeed, and I listen to the Family Meeting.
Yeah, welcome to the galactic headquarters of the Family Meeting, y'all. It is Family Meeting time. Happy Sunday, Michelle.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you so much for that news.
You're welcome.
Grab your phones. Find us on all the places Michelle mentioned, like she does every week, and I don't listen.
Of course.
That's right. Like and subscribe on YouTube, blah, 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 and blah. Mm-hmm. Also, visit the website, blah, 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 blah.
Is that how I sound?
No. You sound like wah, wah, wah. TFMradioshow.com. Archive broadcasts are there. Music playlist is there. It's up to above 3,000 tracks now. And a link to the live video of this broadcast right there, right now, tfmradioshow.com. You'll also find, make note, tell your friends, you'll also find our voter countdown clock as well. Yes. See who's on your ballot, no matter where you live. Hit the site today, tfmradioshow.com. In the space shuttle cockpit controlling everything is Matthew.
Matthew.
That's Matthew. You should come in here and say hi at some point, man, on camera, okay? Yeah. Listen, while you're on the site, be sure to mash the button to become a patron for as little as $5 a month. You can become a patron of the family meeting. Mash the button, become a patron. Makes sense, don't it?
Sure.
Become a patron, mash the button. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
TFMRadioshow.com is the site. The lines fill quickly. The number is 773-763-9278. 773-763-9278. Hey, Michelle.
Hey.
So I saw an interview with Muhammad Ali, and it conjured up a lot of different and varying thoughts as it relates to the news this week. And I just told you a minute ago that I was going to do this. So I want to talk about that interview real quick, specifically one part in the interview. I'm sure you guys have seen the interview before, but I want to highlight for you what it made me think of. And then it also brought to mind a question, which is probably not the question you think, but we'll go with it, okay? Yes. For those who've emailed me, it's the Embassy Cigar Lounge, not cigar bar, cigar lounge in Flossmoor. That's where we'll be on Wednesday. Well, I'll be. I don't know if Michelle's coming. I'm going to be there on Wednesday offering some mood music. Little polka music, you see.
Can you do bus stop music? I want to do the bus stop.
The bus stop? Boy, you just dated yourself, didn't you? Boy, you just dated yourself.
I can't get the fans out.
I know.
I don't know how to do that.
Google that one. Look up the bus stop on YouTube. You'll see what that's about.
They still know how to do it. Everybody still knows how to do it. It's the foundation of all line dances.
Listen to what you just said. Everybody knows how to do it. You just said that, didn't you? Did you say that? You said that, didn't you?
So Muhammad Ali said what?
Oh, you're going to skip over that. Okay. So let me tell you the related news, then tell you what Muhammad Ali said, and then ask the question. Yeah? Okay. So first, the rising second-year quarterback, I think he's the second-year quarterback for the New York Giants, this is decided to introduce the Orange Imbecile at a Klan rally this week in New York. Jackson Dart is his name. You see this? You didn't see this. So he decided he was going to be the guy to introduce the Klansman in chief to the New York voters who showed up for this Klan rally in New York somewhere. I don't know where it was. And so it created a conversation led by this brother on the team. And please forgive me for not remembering his name, but the dude is a Muslim on the team. He's a big fella. And he said, listen, we teammates. And he gets a chance to express how he feels. And I do too. And so I feel some kind of way about how he gets down. I'm paraphrasing. That's what he said.
I think go ahead.
You see that? Do you see any of this?
The one who said he went this close and then said, I'm not going to say too much because the ramifications might be.
No, he wasn't afraid to say what he needed to say.
Okay, maybe this is something different.
Yeah, because Jameis Winston came out, who's one of the quarterbacks on the team later, and he tried to make the point that this is how we come together and all this kind of stuff. And a lot of people were like, you on some BS, bro. That's not what this is about. But I played football in high school. And if one of my teammates got down like that, now I feel some kind of way about you.
Sure. Oh, for sure.
Oh my God.
How can you not?
Yes, but can I maintain the team continuity?
I mean, if that's your team, you have to figure out how to compartmentalize it.
Yeah, right. I'm glad you said that. That's a great word. I hadn't thought about that word. Compartmentalize it, right? Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
Because you're not going to quit the team. And he's not going to quit the team.
Not for the money he's getting paid, no. No, that's his job. That's how he earns a living. So no.
Right.
And but it kind of spoke to, either how we get along with these people or an instance where we're forced to find a way to get along with these people. So I try to be very careful with my language here, right? And I mess it up all the time.
You do.
All the time. Thank you for reinforcing my failure, Michelle. You're a real pal for that.
I didn't say that
You
it's
did
a
too.
failure.
I feel judgment. So I try, right? I want y'all to know that I try. Get yourself together, man. Blow your nose or something, will you? Snotty ass. Look, I try to get my language right? I try to get it right. I mess it up all the time. And so here recently, you all right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's the I feel judgment that had me on. You just went all back and everything. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I try to get it right. And here recently, what I've been trying to make sure that that I personally differentiate between is white nationalism and white people.
Sure. Because
we know there are non-white people who support white nationalism.
Yes.
And we know that that all white people aren't white nationalists.
Exactly.
Right? So those of you who listen a little bit, all five of you, and any of your friends who happen to tune in on many and varying shows, you may want to point that out to them, right? Because I think, I always say, I think words are important. And we all mess up with our chosen words sometimes. We mess up with our tone, our tenor, the way we speak to people, especially when we don't mean to do it. We say the wrong things. I'm not apologizing for anything, by the way.
I didn't think you were.
I'm not. So if you fall in the camp with white nationalists, I got a problem with you. Now watch this. This is what Ali said, and I'm going to paraphrase that too because I don't have the quote, right? Somehow or another, he was asked a question about not trusting white people, right? And he used an analogy. He said, I got a room full of rattlesnakes. You've seen this one before?
Mm-mm.
I got a room full of rattlesnakes, and they're all getting ready to come out of this room and going to bite me. And then someone in my ear says, well, listen, all the rattlesnakes ain't bad. All of them ain't going to bite you. Let me finish. What do you want me to do? Should I leave the door open because 40% of them ain't going to bite me? Or should I close the door?
Well, since you can't differentiate between which one is which.
Can't tell the difference, right? And unfortunately, or fortunately, white nationalists are filled with white people. Now, I'm not calling white people snakes, but I'm saying I can't, if I can't differentiate, I'm closing the door. So I harbor, and I think a lot of black people do to varying degrees, maybe even you, Michelle, I want to speak for you, harbor some level of distrust for white people. You have to prove that you're among those who aren't going to bite us.
Yeah, no, I don't live my life that way in general. I know what you're going to say, and I know what a lot of people think.
What I'm going to say.
Is that I trust people till they give me a reason not to. I don't do it the other way around. It's just too negative for me.
I feel you. And I don't feel that I live in a negative space in that regard. I think that I have white friends.
You do?
I do, by the way.
What?
I do. I have those who I laugh and joke with and talk with on a regular basis. But when it comes to the important things.
What's important?
Like I've had many occasions in business where I've been crossed by white people. For no good stated reason.
Sure.
And I can't necessarily attribute it to them, to it being my brown costume. But my experience as an almost 60-year-old has taught me, okay, don't trust them, but so far. Right? So there is, okay, will I allow you to serve me my food in a restaurant, right? Will I allow you to give me my bank loan? Yeah. But I was telling somebody this week how I don't expose myself to the whim of somebody for whom I don't trust.
Sure.
And they start off for me in a place where I don't trust.
Yeah. I will tell you that my experiences in business, the people who've screwed me the most are people.
Yeah.
And white people have not in my experience, in 20 years of experience. So I don't operate that way.
I get screwed by everybody. We've all gotten screwed by everybody at some point.
I'm just piggybacking off your previous point.
No, I got you. I got you. And to the extent you and I are talking about our level of trust for the white community, it's for each of us, it's anecdotal.
Sure.
We can't generalize about the community. In fact, the data says that there's no reason to generalize. When you look at the photos, so for instance, today is the ominous anniversary of the white nationalist riot in the Greenwood neighborhood in Tulsa. This was the first day where they started killing and burning buildings. And it lasted some 3 days. 200 plus people were killed, and many of them were buried in unmarked graves. Nobody knows where they are. And by the way, many of you just found out about this occurrence in the last 10 or so years because the white nationalists forbid people from speaking of it. In fact, one of our dear friends, and really the impetus for our broadcast, The Family Meeting, is John Rogers from Ariel Investments. And he often, dear friend of mine, he often talked about his discussions around the family table. And that was kind of the impetus for The Family Meeting. Long story, but that's where it came from. His great-grandfather, his last name was, it'll come to me in a second here, but he was one of the wealthiest black men in the country. He owned the largest black-owned hotel in Greenwood. That was burned. And he fled to Chicago. And his son, that man's son, Stratford, Stratford is his name. His son, Stratford's son, spent the better part of his life as a lawyer defending the people in Oklahoma who wanted to have him extradited back to Oklahoma to be held accountable for what? For having my hotel burned down?
Yeah.
That's how the nationalists operate.
Yeah.
It's what they do. So we're seeing that now. We're seeing the nationalists do their thing. It's every, I hesitate to say this, but it's hard to find an instance where we've seen black people attempt to push this country closer to its stated ideals. And where we weren't faced with opposition from white nationalists, or more specifically, the Christian white nationalists.
I was going to say, we got a text from somebody that said, use the term Christian nationalists. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't want to impugn a religion. I mean, but I think that there was a sect, a part of the white nationalists. Because the dude in the White House was a white nationalist, but he damn sure ain't no Christian.
Well, it depends on the day.
So, and like I said before, there are black white nationalists.
Yes.
There are, Kash Patel, South Asian white nationalists. So this is an ideology more so than a people. The unfortunate thing is that the white people constitute a big portion of it.
Yeah.
And so while my question is more than anything is this sentiment a negative contribution to society? The sentiment where we can't trust. I can't trust. I shouldn't say we. A lot of people I know can't trust either, but I can't speak for everybody.
How different is your opinion now than it was before, though?
Not at all.
Okay.
But it's exasperated. I'm sorry. It's exasperated.
Okay. Okay.
Right? I don't know which one of y'all. Which one of y'all is the snake's going to bite me? Can't say. So, is it a negative contribution to society? In, as Jameis Winston said, our ability to get together.
To coexist.
Yeah. And I want to talk a little bit about our stated goals in a second when we come back from this break. The number is 773-763-9278. Stay tuned for more of the Family Meeting.
It is right out when the sun sets in my bedroom. It feels like I'm inside a flower. It feels like I'm inside my eyelids. And I don't want to.
Hi, I'm Vicki Miller Walton. Keep listening to the Family Meeting.
Anyway, but here. I don't want to be.
The law office of Darnell Lyles is ready to help you. Whether it's personal injury, criminal, DUI, and OWI, nursing home, product liability, it doesn't matter. Call 219-939-9LAW. That's 219-939-9529. That's right. When you're driving and get into a wreck.
You better call Darnell.
Had a few drinks too many? A cop hits you with a DUI or OWI?
I think you better call Darnell.
Arrested and facing criminal charges, misdemeanor or felony?
I think you better call Darnell.
Purchase a product that causes you or a loved one harm?
I think you better call Darnell.
When your loved one is neglected and abused in a nursing home?
I think you better call Darnell.
That's right, you better call Attorney Darnell Lyles and get represented right. And the first consultation is free. Yes, free. So call right now. 219-939-9LAW. That's 219-939-9529. Attorney Darnell Lyles. Darnell Lyles.
Calling all valued members of the American Veterinary Medical Association, or AVMA. Your future retirement goals can be achieved. Introducing the AVMA Retirement Plan. Tailored to meet the distinct needs of veterinarians with streamlined administration and reduced burdens. Vets enjoy unrivaled benefits that include service provider oversight, knowledgeable expert investment guidance, and delegated fiduciary services. Veterinarians who use this plan can say goodbye to annual retirement plan audits and annual retirement plan tax reporting. Veterinarians, you can enjoy retirement your way with customizable plans to suit your practice's unique structure. From eligibility to vesting schedules and more, elevate your retirement journey with AVMA's specialized plan. Learn more by sending an email to polaris@polarisadvice.com. Secure your veterinary legacy starting today. Email us at polaris@polarisadvice.com. Securities offered through LendStreet Financial LLC, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Polaris Wealth Management LLC. Polaris Wealth Management and MindStreet are not affiliated.
Hey Chicago, are you always on the go? Take the new Shy 311 app with you to find the information that you need, submit non-emergency city service requests, and much more. Download the new Shy 311 app, built with Chicagoans for Chicagoans. That's Shy 311 on the App Store or Google Play, or check it out online at 311.chicago.gov. Stay informed with Shy 311. It's your gateway to Chicago services.
This is Susan Manuel, www.ablconsulting.net. Welcome back to the Family Meeting.
773-763-9278, 773-763-9278. I've been tinkering with music, Michelle, a little bit this week. The Wednesdays got me, had me tinkering, so I ran across this last week.
This particular song that you're playing, is it what you're talking about?
Yeah. I found this
the blood is on the floor, kind of whatever it is they're
It's
saying.
called Them Changes.
And who's this group?
You heard the blood for it. The blood. It's The group's called Thundercat. Yeah.
Not familiar.
I know.
Why do you... Never mind.
Trying to make sense of something? I see.
No, I mean, you have 3,000 songs. You're going to be spinning for 3 hours?
I'm not playing 3,000 songs.
That's my point. Why do you have so many? And you keep growing to the list.
I got 3,000.
What music is left?
I have 3,000 in the family meeting playlist.
So you're saying you have 6,000 of your own?
Closer to 9.
That's fantastic.
That's right.
Okay.
Tracks. They call them tracks. It's now modern.
They're not
tracks.
records.
I know, but you're still doing the bus stop. Let's get it, girl. Get it. Get it now. Get it. Go and get it, girl. I'm going to find that song for you, the bus stop, and play that for you.
I'm going to get up and do it.
Yeah, you can do the bus stop. You throw your back out messing around like that. So, to my way of thinking, and wow, I hate how it sounds, by the way. You know, I don't often carry that kind of a sentiment. I mean, you said it earlier, you don't live your life that way. I don't view it as a lifestyle. I don't feel burdened by it. I can't even say I feel protected by it. I think it's just, I don't feel burdened by it. I should leave it at that. I don't feel burdened.
I don't know that I would use that terminology either for you, but you do have a wall up. There's a wall.
No, it's not a wall. It's a screen. It's a screen.
Okay. There's still something there.
Yeah, but in the same way that if you were dating somebody, how you size them up and see if you want to spend time with them. It's that kind of a screen. It's not a nobody's welcome, get away from me kind of a screen. It's a, okay, here's one. Let me ask requisite questions and see if they pass the initial test. And then grow, like a friendship does.
Okay, so I'm a white person, and you and I meet for a business kind of thing. What kind of questions are you going to ask me to figure out?
That's a little too vague, but I can tell you that I want to know your political leaning. So I'm going to ask questions around that.
What if they say that they're a Republican, but they claim to be a Republican, but they voted the other way, but they still say they're a Republican?
I don't know how to answer that. It depends on a lot of things, because I don't buy into the political gangs. So you can be a Republican, and I can support you if you support my permanent interests. So I'm more interested in my permanent interests than what gang you belong to.
Why do I care about your permanent interests?
You shouldn't care if we share permanent interests.
So sharing permanent, that's wording it a better way than I can understand it.
Right. That's what I want to know. Do you share my permanent interests? And to a larger degree, how you intend on going about executing those. Because for instance, I want lower taxes. But if you're pursuing lower taxes for billionaires, that's different than my wanting lower taxes. I think the middle class should have lower taxes. So it's nuanced, right?
Right.
So I would work towards.
We're not talking about a political candidate, right? We're talking about you and me.
Right. But if you're down for this stuff that we're seeing going on right here now,
right.
Not only will you not get any money from me, or I'm not going to do business with you, you paying for lunch. Bet you that. So what we face here is, and I mentioned this last week, the black people in this country, on this land, people of color in general, non-white dudes, let me broaden it, non-white dudes in this country have been at war with white nationalism for the better part of 400 years. To varying degrees, not necessarily hot, but in a conflict with white nationalists. And it's at the point now where there's just irreconcilable differences. We're just...
sure.
We can't work this out. Now, if you harbor that sentiment, unless and until you change, there's nothing to reconcile with you. and we watch the country. We watch it sag under the weight of its own contradictions.
Say that one more time.
What you observe is the country sags under the weight under the weight of its own contradictions.
Nice.
You can't say in your governing document that all men are created equal, and then the practice is what we see. You can't support people who have sexually assaulted people, and a bevy of them assaulted children, and talk about the rule of law. It's just too many contradictions for you. And what it does is it weighs the country down. It disallows it to move forward.
Which is where we are now.
Yeah. And so the stuff that sags has the potential for breaking.
Sure.
So the non-biting snakes, they view, see, I think it feels like the same view on what's going on now, but I feel like it's way different, right? I think that to a large degree, the non-biting white people view what goes on in the country as a betrayal.
To them? Who's being betrayed? They are?
It's a betrayal to the stated ideals.
I see.
Of the country. And it's evidenced in them in people saying that's un-American, or we're better than this, and our country's not built on that. They feel like it's a betrayal. And I heard, who did I hear say this? I heard somebody say this the other day and what you see from black people is the same as someone sitting down with you being upset with daddy, and us as black people telling you, daddy never loved you. I'm here to tell you, he never loved you.
My brother used to tell me that all the time.
Right. You know he hates you, right? And so we I think what and this is, why does everything got to be about race all the time? And when are we going to come together? That's the kind of language that the non-biting white people say, the allies, as it were. And we're trying to tell you that daddy never loved you. And I think to a large degree, maybe not even a large degree, some allies are beginning to figure that out. That
who's daddy, the country or DT?
The country.
Okay.
So I think we have different goals, right? I think that we experience this chaos out of Washington differently.
For sure.
Because, everybody's angry, and when we're all angry and it's all aimed at the same subject, our anger, it feels like we're on the same page, that we're pursuing the same goals. The difference is our anger makes us a target. Your anger does not. Not in the same way. It's dangerous for us to express our anger. If we went to the job and it's like, kill Whitey and, all that stuff, that's a huge problem.
For anybody, nobody should go to work talking like that about anybody.
Don't do that. I mean, but ridding ourselves of that chaos in Washington is a mutual goal. But ridding it is good enough for them. And ridding it and getting back to what you characterize as normal is their goal. Ridding us of the chaos and all the accoutrements that contribute to the data differences is ours. So it's more than get rid of them. It's get rid of the inequities in the system and them.
I mean, of course, as usual, it's anecdotal, but the conversations I'm hearing that white people are having are different than what I've heard white people talk in the past. Meaning, I think that there are a lot of white people who want to just rip it up, and because they know going back to whatever normal is not acceptable. I think those are I think that more people are on our side looking towards the future as an opportunity for us to change it.
Based on what?
I'm told you, it's all just things that I'm hearing and reading, and so it's a me thing. But I, as a person who tries to keep current and has been for most of my adult life, feel like the conversation is different now. It feels different to me. It's the one thing that gives me hope.
Well, I'm glad you said it feels different, because I can see that, and I can see how it could feel different, because it's relative to the chaos we see coming out of Washington. It could feel different. The outrage is definitely heightened based on what we see going on. But still, I don't know that we share the same goal. I feel like, and I feel too, I don't feel like much has changed other than we both want to get rid of that. That's a common goal. But I don't know that we share the common goal globally. And I'm saying it carefully that I don't know, right? I'm not saying I know one way or the other. I'm saying I don't know if people are as interested as we are in pulling it up by the roots and conquering some of the inequities. The weight of the contradictions that go unaddressed, even when these imbeciles aren't in charge. The data that we see that shows us the inequities goes largely unaddressed, no matter who's in office, which is really the impetus for people who say, I don't vote, it doesn't matter if I vote, all that kind of stuff. And none of that's true, right? Voting is, it's a contribution to solving the problem. It doesn't solve the problem, but it's a contribution to solving the problem. So you should vote. You should express yourself. I was talking to my best friend, Killer, in Atlanta. Yeah, we call him Killer. And he was telling me about, and we knew this, by the way, we knew this, that there were a couple of dozen bomb threats called into precincts last election.
Yeah.
That really just upset the whole voting in Georgia.
Yeah.
He estimated, I got to look it up, I think the Atlanta metro area represents just under half of the population of Georgia. So how Atlanta votes is how Georgia votes.
Goes the state, yeah.
So, yeah, it makes sense if you got them all herded in together in one place, start calling in bomb threats to their polling places and just mess up the whole voting day for them.
Yeah.
Because, of course, the state controls the elections, and they weren't going to extend the voting periods for people who were evacuated from voting.
Yeah. Georgia's a hot mess anyway.
That is white nationalist behavior. And so this is not a difficult conversation for me. What's difficult for me is finding the words to make the point. So that, because in the conversation, there are hot buttons that get pushed.
Sure.
White nationalism, right? So immediately.
That should only bother you if you are one.
Well, that too, but if you just happen to be white, that's all you heard, right? And your retort oftentimes is, well, I'm not one of them. Okay, I'll trust you that you're not one of them, but do you or are you advocating for the same thing I am beyond ridding ourselves of these imbeciles? And so while you're not one of them, we don't have the same goals. And so I can't trust you to advocate for my permanent interests. It's not enough to rid us of these people. It's just not enough. There's too many inequities. Hell, there's too many inequities with your people. Call your little cousins down in West Virginia that ain't got no teeth in their whole head. They want dental, right?
We would hope.
Well, somehow or another, they've been duped into thinking that this is the best way for them, or the states that are advocating for changing the districts. Have all the worst health outcomes, worst education. We talk about it all the time, right? When they come up north to visit you, do you let them in the house? Them people? So I don't know if we have the same goals. So my question still is it a negative contribution to fixing things for me and others like me to harbor that sentiment? That's the question.
I think you should ask it one more time.
Maybe after the break. maybe after the break. Do that.
Okay.
Yeah. You listen, call in and tell me. Again, it may sound like I'm struggling with this conversation. I'm not. I don't care about telling people what I think. For your sake, though, and you're lucky I'm giving you some patience to try to explain it in a way that you understand. I may have not conquered that. I may have not solved that problem. But I hope you get the gist. I hope you do. The number is 773-763-9278. Stay tuned for more of the Family Meeting.
No need to sacrifice the spice in our life. Your love's like fire and ice.
Hi, this is Wendy Calvert at wcalvertlaw.com. Welcome back to the Family Meeting.
Own a business in Illinois? Are you aware of the new retirement plan requirement that could impact your business? Listen up, this is crucial information you don't want to miss. If you're a business with at least 5 employees and have been operating for 2 years or more, Illinois law now mandates that you provide a retirement plan. But don't worry, we've got you covered. Polaris Wealth Management can be your professional partner in navigating this new landscape. We specialize in helping businesses just like yours establish affordable retirement plans that meet your needs and keep you compliant. You may avoid penalties as high as $500 per employee by acting now. Our team of seasoned professionals will guide you through the process step by step, making it easy for you to set up a 401k, a simple IRA, or another qualified retirement plan. Visit our website at polarisadvice.com for more information or shoot us an email at polarisadvice.com. We're here to help you provide your employees with the retirement benefits they deserve while safeguarding your business from potential fines. Don't let these changes catch you off guard. Contact Polaris Wealth Management today, and let's work together to build a better retirement future for your employees and your business. Visit polarisadvice.com or email us at polaris@polarisadvice.com. Securities offered through Lion Street Financial, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Polaris Wealth Management, LLC. Polaris Wealth Management and Lion Street are not affiliated.
Itsashort.com. The website is itsashort.com, spelled ITSASHORT.com. We are the best designation on the internet for award-winning short film, video, and web series. Artists are from all over the world. They are award-winning from various festivals, but you can find us at info@itsashort.com, customer care at itsashort.com, and we'll get back to you straight away.
There was this daddy long-legged spider who spun his lyrics between the trees. She was the fly girl who didn't see the web. And this is the story. Ha! Love rain, rain down. I said, what you say? I said, love. Love rain, down. I said, what you say? I say, love. Love rain, down. I say, what you say? Brand new alive from Jill Scott, making the ghetto feel hot. I say, what you say? I let him know.
Met him on a Thursday. Sunny afternoon, cumulus clouds, 84 degrees, he was bright. Said he wanted to talk about my mission, listen to my past life.
is Miss Lady B from Dance Factory Radio. Welcome back to the family meeting.
773-763-9278, 773-763-9278. That's Jilly from Philly, baby.
Is that right?
I like Jill Scott, man.
I know you do.
She's soulful as hell.
She really is. Give her that.
That's right. Essentially a poet. Singing is kind of her second job, is singing.
Yeah.
773-763-9278. So I'm talking a little bit today about what I feel is a widespread, not complete, but widespread distrust. And I mean, hell, we all know the history. I mean, we don't actually, but we know the parts they allow you to have. Just use the mass riot in the Greenwood neighborhood in Tulsa as an example of who the country is and its history. Out of that, and if you don't know about it, what happened? Look it up. Greenwood District in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So burned down all the buildings in the community. Not an insurance claim paid. Not one. Nobody was ever. You had over 200 people that we know of that were killed. Most of whom we never found the bodies. They buried them and didn't tell anybody where they're buried. In mass graves, apparently. Nobody was ever held accountable for that. Nobody. You're talking about sagging under the weight of your contradictions. If you do something like that, your laws say that somebody's held accountable. That's what your laws say.
Yeah.
Not only was nobody held accountable, the people who lost everything were charged and jailed in many instances. The newspaper articles from back in the day said that the black people were rioting.
Yep.
That's right. I'm going to go out here and bust up some windows and burn my own buildings down. That's what I'll do. Lost the equivalent of $1 billion+ in wealth. And as luck would have it, fun fact, I think it was over 20 cities in the country across 2 years in that same time period suffered the same fate. Yes, burned everything down, killed a bunch of people. Nobody held accountable. So I think that I'm cursed with, and I do mean cursed, with knowledge of history. I don't find much that doesn't allow me to have a heavier screen for white people. Hell, I got the same kind of screen, you'll like this, from my daughter's boyfriends.
Well, that makes sense, though.
That makes sense? But they never did nothing to me.
But they might do something to your daughter.
Right.
She's yours.
Right. But I don't
so
have...
you want her to be protected and safe, and since you don't know these guys yet, whoever he may be, of course, you have a screen up.
Yeah, but the difference is that I have no history with them. There's no history that would lead me to believe that they shouldn't be, that I can't trust them outright.
You have a history of how men treat women in general, and that it's a crapshoot, that you don't know if a man is safe or not.
My history is good with men treating women.
You personally?
Yes.
I'm not talking about you personally. We're talking about the guy who she may be dating.
The data says that the history of black men and black women is good.
Does it?
It's the, you know this, Michelle. It's the one-offs, and then one-offs is too aggressive. So when they talk about black people and criminality, right? Mm-hmm. it's those handful of criminals that they put on all of us. So so I don't like to see us, you and me, put bad behavior on all black men, all men.
I mean, is every man that she's dating black?
No, but I don't like putting that criminality on all men. But I don't have a history with these dudes.
Now listen, if I were to have a screen up, my screen would be up about men as a woman in this world, in the United States.
We all have different lived experiences, right? Mm-hmm. So, and we all can tell anecdotal stories.
Mm-hmm. I think I might have a little data too, though.
That's true too. But here's the thing, though. I always kind of default to the data. And when I don't have the data handy with regard to, I think that my daughter's boyfriends have been, I've feared for their lives. Because baby girl will choke you out. If you cross it the wrong way.
So much. I do.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't trying to have my little girl catch a case about you. So you behave, okay? Anyway, the point is, I have a more aggressive screen for white people because of the analogy that I shared earlier about Muhammad Ali and the snakes. And I'm wondering if it's a negative contribution to, wow, I need to pick a noun or something. I don't want to say healing because I don't feel like we're wounded. I don't think the relationship is wounded. It wasn't wounded. It was severed, but it wasn't wounded. So we can't heal. Maybe is it a negative contribution towards working together? Maybe it's that. Yeah.
Collaborating. I don't know.
Yeah, because on the instances where I may be faced with collaborating, I have to see what you like before I'm going to collaborate. I don't trust you yet. But if a brother rolls up on me and says, hey man, let's get down, let's do this, and they feel well read, then I'm more inclined, not necessarily going to trust them, but I'm more inclined to trust. Because it feels like we, if your language is right, we feel like we share commonality. If a white dude comes from the north suburbs or something and says, hey, listen, this is terrible, we've got to stop it. Benjamin or whatever his name is. All right, we'll see, man. We'll see. Let me know when you're going to do something. Go ahead, give it to me, Michelle. Go ahead. Give it to me.
So you're basing your thought process on the presentation of the person, like how they speak, take away because I'm going by what you just said. Mm-hmm. So, man, what do you want to do? As opposed to...
That was Benjamin? Versus Kamal. Right?
Is that what you're doing? So if you're...
but what else do I have to go on?
I don't know.
If it's an initial conversation, what do I have to go on? Other than what you say to me.
So if it's a corny-sounding white dude, you're going to be like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But he may be really cool. He may be really cool, though. He's just corny.
He ain't got to be cool either. If he doesn't carry a brown costume, I'm going to pause.
Yeah, but your judgment is purely superficial.
Absolutely it is. Absolutely, and it's because of what we know about the analogy of room full of snakes. That most white nationalists, who I know I can't trust, are white people.
Then keep the door closed, like Muhammad Ali did.
But then
why risk it?
Then I'm shutting out Benjamin and everybody else.
But if it's purely a superficial thing that you're looking at, you could still get bitten.
Yeah, Michelle, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's not superficial. I'm saying that you have to do more to gain my trust if you're white.
Okay.
I mean, that's just...
And what does that more look like?
I mean, it's situational, right? If we're doing business, for instance, I'm not risking a significant amount of money with you.
Sure.
Right? Unless I know that I have some level of control over the outcome. I'm not doing it. And it takes a while. So you may not get through the screen in time.
Well, not if they come up going, and so.
Hey, buddy. Yeah. No.
You my man.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't call me buddy.
High five.
Mm-hmm. Don't do that, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Give me the Muslim bump.
The terrorist bump. Or
I
fist
thought
bump.
it was it terrorist
Muslim
or
terrorist bump.
Muslim terrorist fist bump.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's do some news here, and then have y'all call and cuss me out. While you're at it too, let's cuss out Michelle too, huh? 773-763-9278. News is next. Stay tuned for more of the Family Meeting.
When you're sitting on your own and you feel the city life surround you.
I'm Zena Smith, the owner of Masters Plus Tutoring Program, and the Family Meeting will be right back.
Don't give up, 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 darling, what you dream. Like the one.
Polaris is introducing a way for you to get empowering financial advice. Save and plan. If you are like a lot of people, you'd like to work with a financial planner, but don't know if you earn or have enough to invest. Save and Plan will allow us to work with nearly anyone from young professionals to retirees looking to travel the world. Save and Plan is simple. Just sign up to save on a systematic monthly basis directly from your account and gain access to a planner and our planning services. Once you sign up, Polaris gives you a customized financial plan, a real person to speak with, and information to help you make good financial decisions. Your dedicated planner is just an email or phone call away. Save and Plan offers empowering advice for everyone. Visit us at polarisadvice.com. Call us today at 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. That's 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. Save and Plan, empowering advice for everyone.
Securities, insurance, and advisory services offered through FSC Securities Corporation. Member FINRA SIPC. Insurance services offered through Polaris Insurance Agency, Inc., which is not affiliated with FSC Securities Corporation.
This is Miss Lady B, La Boricua. Now it's time for the Family Meeting News.
Welcome back. I'm Michelle Peltier, and here's more of what we're following on the Family Meeting. Lucky Strike Wrigleyville, the sprawling bowling alley, arcade, sports entertainment venue across from Wrigley Field has permanently closed. The departure leaves behind one of the largest vacant amusement spaces in Wrigleyville, causing another shakeup for the neighborhood's evolving sports and entertainment corridor, where businesses tied to gaming, nightlife, and retail are facing growing uncertainty. Roughly 35 to 40 employees lost their jobs in the closure. Its closure now creates a massive vacancy in one of Chicago's most visible entertainment corridors at a time when other sports and gaming-related businesses in Wrigleyville are also recalibrating. That's surprising to me. Ben Crump, the civil rights attorney and co-founder of DreamFi, has partnered with rap legend LL Cool J to bring the fintech platform to unbanked and underbanked Americans. Their pitch is simple. You don't need to be wealthy to start building wealth. DreamFi is designed to meet people where they are, not where the traditional banking system expects them to be. It offers a debit card with direct deposit, credit monitoring, life insurance, affordable phone plans, roadside assistance, and financial literacy tools, all accessible through an app. DreamFi seeks to expand financial access and help Americans build long-term financial stability for future generations. Costco Wholesale reaped the spoils of surging gas prices as more consumers sought out its lower-priced fuel, helping it top market expectations for third quarter U.S. sales. The final 5 weeks of the quarter were Costco's highest ever in terms of sales volume. Gas prices exceeding $4 per gallon on the rise as the Iran war drags on, drove many Costco members to use its gas stations for the first time. The company took advantage, lowering gas prices to drive volume. The uptick in fuel fill-ups could boost Costco's bottom line, as members who use its gas stations typically spend more in the warehouses. Go get your gas at Costco, people. Please visit our webpage, tfmradioshow.com. You can subscribe and follow us on Fanbase, Threads, TikTok, Spoutable, Blue Sky, and Twitter. Also, subscribe and follow our YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook channels to view us live when we are on the air. You can also listen to a repeat of this show every Tuesday on WARRradio.com, 1520 AM or 103.5 FM, where North Carolina comes to listen. We'll be right back.
Chicago's Progressive Talk, WCPT Willow Springs, is powered by ComEd. Find rebates and discounts on energy-efficient products at ComEd.com/home savings.
Hey, family meeting cousins. As you know, we've created a Patreon family meeting subscription and membership page to include you great listeners in our effort and give you a chance to very economically promote your business, organization, or local event. You can contribute as little as $5 per month to get your message out and support the family meeting as a viable voice. We know you appreciate our permanent interest dialogue, get up and dance playlist, and our great guests who stop by. So become a cousin and go to our website, tfmradioshow.com, and click the link.
Yo, I ain't seen you in a minute, but I got something to tell you. Listen.
See, the thing about you that caught my eye is the same thing that makes me change my mind. Kinda hard to explain, but girl, I'll try. You need to sit down, this may take a while. See, this girl, she sorta looks just like you. She even smiles just the way you do. So innocent she seemed, but I was fooled. I'm reminded when I look at you.
Hello, I'm Michael Hinton, assistant principal from Paul Revere. Go Raiders. Welcome back to the family meeting.
773-763-9278 is the number. 773-763-9278. So we've managed to piss enough people out when they called. Yeah.
Got text too.
Did I say we? I said we pissed them off.
No, you.
Yeah, I figured you throw me under the bus.
Not owning it.
I can't trust you either now. Girl ain't got my back.
I always have your back, but
except when it don't. Except when you don't. Okay, I got you, Michelle. All right. All right. Just I ain't gonna tell you when the bus is coming. You see, man. Okay, so yeah, I had emailed people this week about the cigar lounge. So it's a cigar lounge. Cigar lounge. By the way, this place is actually really nice. And I'm not a cigar smoker at all. I don't even like cigars. I don't even like smoke.
I love cigars.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
You smoke them?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
I'll get you a cigar then if you come. But this place has this huge ventilation system.
They'd have to.
So they suck out all the smoke and you don't leave there smelling like cigars and stuff. It's a really cool place. I'm going to hang out there a little more. And they got memberships too.
That's so funny to me.
Why is it funny to you?
You being in a bar.
Why you say it like that? Why you say it like that, Michelle? What's that mean?
You're just not a bar dude. Unless it's a sports bar, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
You don't know me, man.
I guess not, because a cigar bar is the last place I would ever think that you would.
I hang out in cool places, man.
Okay. I saw the pictures. It looked really cool.
So there's a hotel I stay at in New York called the Renaissance. Ever tell you about this place? Oh, my God. That's the coolest spot on earth. The hotel, Neo Soul playing in the lobby, soul food on the menu. They got artists performing there. It's right next to the Apollo. Oh, man, come on. I love being at the Renaissance, man. It's better than being in any luxury hotel anywhere. The Renaissance is my spot, even with the rats out on the street in New York.
Well, the rats are everywhere in the street in New York.
That's right, especially at night when there's a smorgasbord out there for them.
Eek.
Yeah, eek is the right word. Let's get Cameron in here. Hey, Cam, what's up, man?
Hi, Cameron.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. You had mentioned bomb threats earlier, and those from the 2024 election. Georgia had 60 on election day. They had none on between 8 the 8th and the 9th of that month when they're supposed to do processing in some states, they didn't have any. But Georgia definitely did have the most. Across the country, there was 227, and a lot of them originated from Russia. And that's been a part of looking at any of the election data. And I'm continuing to build out the Wisconsin map further to go back all the way to 2012. And it's a lot of work, but that's why I had any of that bomb data. As for the discussion about getting people mad at you, I'm not mad. I agree with everything you said. I hear, not that you expected that, but I try to challenge people when I'm just going to put it out blunt, what I hear people say. They say things like they're always getting their nails did, or they always got like the latest phone and stuff. And I kind of scratch my head and I think, like, why don't you think any farther than saying that? You all parrot the same thing. You don't think any farther than that. I don't understand.
Why do they care?
It's like, why would they feel like they need to go get the latest and greatest or go get their nails done? Like, what position are they in? Even if it's not financially a good decision, arguably, why would they feel that that's a need for them to go get it done? Well, if it's something that someone has control over, it's as simple as that. When people are feeling like they don't have control over anything, they go do something that they're in control of. And it's not like super complicated, but it's like the empathy or the critical thinking together are just not there, and people can't think any further than that. And I don't understand how you correct that.
Do we need to correct it?
That's the hope, because I would say a lot of, let's say, liberals, right? A lot of liberals would argue that, well, you can't get rid of the people. They're your, like, I'm sure you roll your eyes when you hear it, but when people say, these are your neighbors, like, yeah, they voted for a rapist, criminal, thief. They're still your neighbors. They're not any different than you or I. And, I mean, for me, that makes me roll my eyes. I hear that and I think, like, okay, then fix it. How are you going to fix it? How are you going to get them to knock that off?
I think one of the failings of our community that we own, I'm talking about the black community now, is that we too often will judge success by proximity to white people. And so I just finished telling Michelle a minute ago, I wish I cared more about what people think. And if for some reason somebody thinks that black women get their nails done too much, we got the best phone or whatever, I don't necessarily care. I have a list of permanent interests that I want good education. I want I want good health care. It's all kind of things that I want that I'm sure I share with you. And so if you care about my latest cell phone, yeah, but what about my health care?
I mean, I don't know why people care about that anyway. Why is judgment put on what other people spend their money on? I never understood that.
I couldn't care less.
Now that I don't care about either.
Yeah, think what you want to, but I think that too often we don't focus on our permanent interests. Instead, we focus on what people think about us, and I don't care about that. Not at all. Not in the least. I wish I did sometimes, but I don't.
No, you don't.
No. So, okay, fine. Our women spend too much money on their nails. What about health care now?
But what is that? Our women spend too much money on their... No.
I don't care.
That's not true, though.
But who cares? If it's true or not, who cares?
My point is, why do they care?
Who cares why they care?
I don't care. I'm asking, why do they care? Why is that a conversation? I guess my question is, why are these conversations even happening? What's the point?
What do you care?
I'm just asking the question. I'm curious. You're not.
Like I'm getting dumber now.
That's not a dumb question.
I'm getting dumber, not you.
Because of my question?
Yes.
What?
I think it's actually a good question. And I get why you wouldn't care. I do get why you wouldn't care. But I will say, for the reason why they do that, why they say that, is because they are it's a performative fallacy that I actually have, now I'm saying it out loud, I'm thinking, I see it a lot between school shooters when they're trying to do mental gymnastics as to why they should exterminate whatever race or ethnic group or whatever. they frequently talk about that, but they go in circles and use very weak arguments. So in this case, they see someone on, I don't know, Cox or the Midwest Safety YouTube channel, any of the police body cam footage that's out online. They'll see someone that's doing a crime, and if they're black, they point out, oh, look, they do this very frequently, actually. They point out the brand of shirt that they have, which you don't know if you got it from Goodwill or what. But they point out, oh, this is like a $1.50 shirt, or they have Yeezys that they are wearing instead of like Crocs or something. And it's like, okay, why? They very well could be just doing something stupid and illegal on the screen. Why are you pointing this stuff out in the first place? It doesn't mean, like, why are you just assuming because they're black they should be poor? What does that mean? That's what they think. They think because they're black, they're probably poor, meaning that their nails done and their new phone is not a good decision. They put themselves in that position because they can't think anything further than that.
I sure wish I cared. I just don't.
mean, I think that for me, it all falls in the same category of abortion, homosexuality, transgender.
Yep.
Why do you care about any of that? Right? If I'm gay, if I have an abortion, if I decide to become a transgender, whatever, whose business is it of?
But here's where I think we go wrong is, yes, you wonder why they care.
Yeah, why are we having the conversation about what I do at home?
I think it's a bigger problem to wonder why they care.
Yes, that's the question I just asked.
No, you didn't. You wondered why they care.
Yes, she did.
And what did you just say?
I don't even care why they talk about it.
Oh, my God.
I don't care.
Cameron, you hear me, so I'm good. I don't feel insane because he heard me. Everybody just needs to stay out of everybody else's business.
Yeah, I don't even care. I mean, you can have all the business you want. I don't care. As long as we're dealing with my permanent interests. Our permanent interests.
Just keep saying mine because that's what you mean.
Well, no, mine. I share permanent interests. Cam, do you want good education in your community?
Do I do what?
Do you want good education in your community?
Sure, but I'm a college dropout, so.
Well, but still, you want good education in your community, right? For the kids.
Yeah, for sure.
So Cam and I share permanent interests. That's all I care about. I don't care about your nails, your phone, I don't care none. I'll skip over that.
But I glow in the dark.
You glow in what?
Because I'm so white, man. I take any sun I take in. I close the doors and I look at my skin and it's just fluorescent.
Damn, that's really, really, really white, man. Damn.
I know.
You glow. Damn.
I need a picture.
You better get that check, man. Cam, thanks for the call, man. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Take care.
Bye.
Yeah, Cam glows in the dark. Damn. Let me get Dave calling from Sacramento, California. Dave, what's up, man?
It's San Francisco.
Did I say Sacramento? I like saying Sacramento, though. I like saying Sacramento. Can you be
David.
from Sacramento, David? You're from Sacramento originally, right?
Oh, no, I'm originally from St. Louis. Came out here.
Okay.
Came out here in 90. I came out here in 90 to work on a political campaign to take care of the organic standards for California, and been out here ever since.
Okay. Well,
I was going to, as you were talking about the political parties, I was going to, just raise the whole issue about bait and switch. And, of course, bait and switch is a big part of politics. You go out there and you give a stump speech and you say one thing, but in the long run, what do you really intend to do? So, I hate to take people all the way back to the Whigs and the founding of the Republican Party, but big money, here we are 250 years from the founding of America, and nobody wanted to get trapped in British commerce anymore, and that we would be subject to a king. And there were still sucks, kiss asses that really did have trade arrangements, and they still pretended to be patriots, but they were really, saboteurs of early America. And if you look at the Whig Party, they were that, and when they got caught, they split and became the early Republican Party. And so if you ever get a chance, there were two different books that were written about the death of Abraham Lincoln. And remember that Abraham Lincoln was the first Republican to get elected president. Mm-hmm. And there was a split in the Republican Party back then called the Radical Republicans. And they were saboteurs in a unique way because they wanted to take away the South's voting rights. And by doing it, they intentionally knew that they had to piss off the North so long in such a profound way that they had to drag the war on for years. Apparently, McClellan could have won in Richmond within 6 weeks of the start of the war, but the Radical Republicans cut off his supplies, and they intentionally dragged the war on and caused hundreds of thousands of people to be killed in the Civil War. And it would have been good for small business Republicans. Like my grandfather in 1902 was a Republican, and he was elected to the Missouri legislature as a small business Republican. And he was fighting the Rockefellers. So the big business Republicans versus the small business Republicans. And my grandfather didn't get whooped, but he certainly took a lot of scars from it. And so my parents became Democrats because they were no longer interested in being tied to a corrupt Republican Party. And by the time the 60s came around, the Democrats, up there in Chicago, you had Mayor Daley. They were the supporters of the Vietnam War. And my mother was she was an elected official down in St. Louis. And, she was fighting the corruption in the Democratic Party that was trapping us, with big business wars in faraway lands. So, this is kind of a never-ending battle between bait-and-switch parties.
Yeah, that political gang warfare. Hey, Dave, thanks for the contribution today, man. We appreciate you, man, right?
Thank you, David.
Sure.
Okay, take care.
My pleasure.
Oh, man, this phone don't work right, man. Oops, I locked it, didn't I? There you go. What time is it? Oh, got to take a break. I watch the clock, man. I ain't watching the clock.
Don't you have it right in front of you?
I do, but I'm listening to David. He was telling the story, so listening to David. Can I listen to David?
You can do whatever you want. It's your show.
I'm the boss of everything.
You are.
That's right. That's exactly right. Mm-hmm. All right, 773-763-9278. Stay tuned for more of the family meeting.
My name is Ron McCullough. Visit my website at www.advancedarmor.com. Keep listening to the family meeting.
Hey, this is Brittany Perry. Did you know there's a Black-owned footwear brand based here in Chicago? Perry Co. Shoes creates affordable luxury footwear and accessories for both men and women. Whether you're in a suit or out with friends, they provide pieces you can wear on a daily basis. Breaking barriers, inspiring style. Visit www.perrycoshoes.com to purchase a pair today. That's www.perrycoshoes.com.
At Saga Martial Arts, we're dedicated to preserving the traditions of Shorin-ryu Karate. Our dojo is more than a place to learn martial arts. It's a place to build respect, self-discipline, and confidence. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced martial artist, young or old, we offer a supportive environment for you to grow. Join our community. Embrace the rich history of karate and discover your strength both inside and out. Saga Martial Arts, where tradition meets excellence. To book a lesson, give us a call at 312-927-0184 or send us an email at karateinvillapark@gmail.com.
www.valorem.law.com. Welcome back to the family meeting.
773-763-9278. So we're getting at that point now where the lines are full, and that means that there are no sermons at this point, right, Michelle?
Correct.
Right. You like to give out rules all the time. You want to give them some rules today?
No profanity.
There you go. Yeah. That's right. I know you got to get animated a little bit, man, but no cussing. Profanity, I should say. What?
I didn't say anything.
Well, that's because you like chitlins.
Can't stand you.
With your country ass.
Oh, I can't stand you.
What? You don't like chitlins? What?
I love chitterlings.
That's what I just said.
Answer the phone.
Oh, boy. All right. What's up, Paul? Talk to me, man.
Hi, Paul.
What are chitlins?
Please, no.
It's not chitlins. It's chitterlings.
It's chitterlings. Don't ask. We'll talk about it another time, Paul.
It's hog guts. Hog guts.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't that awful? Isn't that just awful? And they smell like it, too. When you cook them, ugh.
Okay.
She eats those things. She eats them.
I would eat them more if I could get them.
Hog boo-boo.
And pig ears, too.
Oh, my God.
Well, I guess you got to know what you're doing cooking them, because
I do.
I tried, I think it was collard greens, but I didn't know how to cook them, and they were really tough, so you got to boil those things down a lot, don't you?
Yeah, they take a few hours.
You can't steam
do it
them,
right.
man. You can't steam greens, man.
Unless you want them al dente.
Come on back to Chicago, and I'll make you some, man. I got you, man. I'll get you some greens. And come back to Chicago, man.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing about the trust and who you trust. We're talking about, I think Cam, the caller was named Cam. It's about stereotypes, like why you're getting your nails done too much when you really shouldn't be, because if you're black, you shouldn't. And the whole this was what the Ronald Reagan propagation of stereotypes is, that when you see somebody who has something they shouldn't have, right? They got it. It was ill-gotten gain somehow. But when you look at the history of who you can't trust, somebody tell me the history of where you can't trust black people. Because I give you we're living the history of how you can't trust white people. We're living that right now. It's always do you see any black people in the Epstein files? I don't think so. What the big ripoff that's going on in our government right now? I don't think there are any black people involved yet. So the only way to make white people distrust them, because they don't have a history. White people don't have a history. Is to create a prejudicial stereotype that they must be poor, so they're going to steal something from you, or they got something that they don't deserve. Because that's what they do. Is they steal stuff, and that's how they got it. They didn't get it legitimately the way white people do, right? Come on.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much what it's all about.
Yeah, and that's sad. I mean, that's a tremendous burden to live with, to carry that sentiment about people. across generations.
I don't think they find it burdensome, though.
Well, just like I don't find it burdensome to have to screen white people, but, I find that to be burdensome. They may not think it is, but that's a lot. I mean, they heap a burden on themselves. They heaped a burden on themselves in the 50s and 60s by building a whole separate bathroom for people.
Right. But one of the things you said, and like Michelle at first disagreed, but you said, okay, like for the history of, you don't have your history with men and women, you don't have a problem with that. Not in black culture, you don't. And that's because of the nature, the history of gender roles in the black culture. It's because women are more dominant in the black culture. So men don't, it is exceptional, or the one-offs where you have a man mistreating. They don't, white women with white men have a whole lot more to worry about, I think.
I'd love to see some data, because I don't know one way or the other. I just don't know.
Well, you see, I mean, it's just my observation, okay? And I got some of this from my mom used to say, because she, for decades, being a nurse and a nurse practitioner, she worked in hospitals for decades, and she observed, she said that in the hospital, she noticed that all the black people know each other. She said they don't self-separate or segregate by socioeconomic status. The doctors talk to and eat lunch with, the black doctors eat lunch and talk to the black janitor in the hospital, for instance. And they don't segregate on a socioeconomic basis. Like, oh, I'm a doctor, so I don't associate with you. You're a janitor. No, it's they recognize each other. They say hi to each other. She noticed that, where she said white people don't do that. Mm-hmm. And I've noticed that in black culture, I've noticed, for instance, just me riding on the buses in Seattle when I was working in the Central District, which is more heavily ethnic and more African American there than on the east side. First of all, a lot of women in the culture. I mean, I get on a bus and it's 3:00 in the afternoon. I'm coming home. It's like, oh man, this bus is packed. I'm not gonna go sit down. I step on the bus and this, the courtesy seating, the sideways seating, and it's just all of a sudden some old black lady's gonna reach out like a vice grip hand, gonna grab my arm and say, "You gotta sit down. We got you, honey. We got you right here. Just sit down. We got you. No problem." And pull me down in the seat. Even tell somebody else, get up and let this man sit down. And I was like, wow, no, that's okay. She goes, no, we got you, honey. And I can remember one time these two black kids, I guess they're probably junior high school, 9th grade, young kids, and they're getting on the bus and they're cutting up and calling each other the N-word. And this black lady, she says, "You boys, I don't want to hear that word out your mouth. You understand me?" And she's thinking, she's pointing at him. You understand me? Yes, ma'am. You understand me? Yes, ma'am. So they sit down and behave yourself. I was like, what you just get that off, man? And you don't see that with white people on buses. They don't say anything to the misbehaving youth.
That's an interesting observation. Hey, Paul, we got a million calls holding there.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say it was on that very same day, a comparison when I changed buses to come over the east side, which is all white. And this one girl who was the most foul-mouthed girl, about 15 years old, and I told the bus driver, "Why don't you tell her to shut up or kick her off?" And he said, "No, I ain't going to do any good, man. She'll just get worse." So that's just the difference.
Yeah, but there's a difference. We see it all the time because we see little white kids in the store acting up, and we think, if my mama saw me do that, I would be unconscious.
Yep. Yeah, exactly what I'm talking about.
That's right. Paul, thanks, man.
Okay.
Be well.
Yep.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Let's get Ron calling from Michigan. Hey, Ron, what's up, man?
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Your thing about trusting black skin, Clarence Thomas, if you put him in your trust, he'd have you chained up next to Mr. Byrd, ready to be have your head yanked off.
Yeah.
And and there's a whole group of people like that. Fox News has a whole group of them. What is it? C-SPAN. When they bring on a conservative and a liberal, and if it's a man of color, he is. In fact, I questioned him. A fellow named Chet. I can't remember, Chet Lowe, I think his name was. And I asked him. I said,
A black guy named Chet.
Yes.
Really? You can't trust no black dude named Chet, man.
Yeah, check him out, man.
No. I'm telling you off top, man. If a black dude came up to me and said, "Hey, I'm Chet," I don't trust him, man.
When I questioned him, I don't know whether he had a disease or a makeup, but he had like a raccoon black mask on. And the next time he was on, about a week ago, it was gone. He had one of those facials. But I questioned him. I said, Chet, how can you support the conservatives when they're stripping away the Smithsonian history of black people? They're throwing them out of the military. They're taking away their right to vote. They're taking away their health care. How do you justify that with yourself? And he gave some, baloney answer. But I'm going to tell you something. You're going to laugh, but it's true. I swear this on my mother's grave. Because my wife, who's Dominican, she brought it up for some reason last week. She said, "Do you ever hear black people barbecuing in their house in the bathtub?" And she looked it up, and he said, "Urban myth." Eric and Michelle, I saw it with my own eyes as a child of 6 or 7 years old in Chicago. There was we lived on Bissell Street, Bissell and Armitage, Clybourne, in that area, okay? Mm-hmm. And it was predominantly, it was white, okay, ethnic working class. But there was one building, it was all black. And my mother was friends with the ladies who worked there, or lived there, because they worked with her in the factory down the street. They were making textiles, and during World War II, they made ropes for the sailors, for the soldiers to climb down the sides of the ships. But my mother used to take me to visit her black girlfriends when they had babies, and at that time they'd have their baby in the house, and the city nurse would come and visit them. So I got to see black women in pretty much all their glory as a child, and it stuck with me, I guess. But I saw one day, it was in the summertime, around this time, and I had to be a child of 6 or 7 years old, and we were running through and I used to play with the kids, also running through the house, okay? And they were buddies or pals, and there was smoke coming out of the second floor, and I said, "What's going on there?" And he said, "They're barbecuing." And I said, "What?" And the door was open, and I went out there, and sure enough, they were barbecuing up there. So help me God. And I told my mother about this. She didn't believe me either. But then a couple of weeks later, that bathtub was thrown into garbage, and I saw it. I said, "Ma, come and look at this." And she saw the garbage all burnt with charcoal. Okay, but so if you say it's an urban myth, I say I've seen it with my own eyes, plain and simple.
Okay, that's new for me. Do you know about barbecuing in the bathtub?
I've never, ever heard of that.
We're gonna look into that. We're gonna look into that too.
Specifically, black people.
Yeah, that sounds like non-black.
This is what I saw with. I would say Italians would do it too, plain and simple. But I can't really remember. Well, I'll take that back. If you went to the Dago Feast, okay, which they had before the Cabrini Greens was built there, because that was an Italian neighborhood. If you went there, they'd be barbecuing in out there in the open.
Right, I think that was your neighborhood, man. Y'all was crazy.
I lived at Armitage and Bissell, plain and simple. But
I'm gonna look into that, man. Ron, thank you, man. We appreciate that bathtub story. We're gonna look that up, man. That sounds interesting.
You can look it up. I'm not gonna take that.
Thanks, Ron.
Thank you, Ron.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Yeah. Barbecuing in the bathtub. I ain't never seen such. Let's get Morris calling from Schaumburg. Hey, Morris, what's up, man?
Hi, Morris.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for taking my call. This time, Michelle, I'm not going to be putting anything out about a $1,000 bet. Trust me.
Thank you.
A couple of weeks ago. Sorry about that. Anyway, I want to make a comment regarding the who you trust. And I understand. I see both sides of what you're saying, Michelle and Eric. Michelle, what I think Eric was being diplomatic and not saying was that it's the experience of most men of color. you're walking down the street and you see persons with a different costume grab their purse or lock their car to extra. And so those experiences make you, hey, look, at the back of the head, I mean, people won't admit it, but I don't necessarily trust a lot of them. I see three guys walking down the street, bald head, I get a little worried that they're not in my costume. And so I think that's what he's talking about. And
well, that's not the way he worded it, though. That's not the way he said it, Morris.
I said the gist.
That's not the way I received it, Morris. I understand exactly what you're saying. I mean, as a black woman, that happens to me too, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying I think, there's a little more you receive. And if 90% of people with a red shirt walk up and hit you, 90% now. You're walking down the street, you see somebody in a red shirt, you're like, oh, let me get ready to put my hands up and move or throw my hands or something.
Yeah, there you go.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Good analogy. Thank you for that. That's what I'm talking
trying
about.
Trying to help you out there. Yep. There
Morris,
you
let me ask you a question, Morris. Do you eat chitlins?
Shut up and just let him finish his call.
No, I can't do that. I'm sorry, Michelle, but anything that I see some mess on, if a plate has that on, I ain't using that plate. I'm throwing that. That's just me. I just can't. I'm just not like that. But
why are you trying to have people think badly of me?
I'm looking at my chitlins.
No, I'm not thinking badly. I just wouldn't touch that.
Yeah, right.
It's cultural.
Yeah. Thanks, Morris. We appreciate it, man. Drive safe out there.
Appreciate it. Bye.
Okay, see ya. Let's get Alvin calling from the south. Is he from the south suburb? Which one?
That's what he says.
Hey, Alvin, what's up, man?
Hi, Alvin.
Hey. Yeah, I've been waiting an hour, man. How y'all doing?
Alvin been drinking again? Old drunk ass Alvin is here.
Every day, all day. That's my job until I get a job. Hey, look.
What you want, man?
Take Adrian's place.
What you want, man?
Adrian ain't got nothing on me.
It doesn't sound like it.
I tell you, he ain't got nothing. Hey. As far as chitlins go, girl, you must be country as hell. I grew up in the sticks. I'm telling you. But dear, we had a 5-gallon tub to bathe in, right?
Mm-hmm.
We killed a hog.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching my dear. I'm like, what you doing over there? You know, she got the chitlins over there in the tub, and got the water hose. And run it through one end, and then scrap that thing.
Oh, man.
I chipped not. Hey, she was running. I'm like, what you doing with the tub? That's what we bathe in, right? that was before we had plumbing. We had an outhouse, and I would never go after dark.
Wait a minute, hold on a second. You just called Michelle country?
Yeah, he did.
Hell yeah.
You got your nerve. You got your nerve.
No.
It's your country ass.
No. I was born in Chicago.
That don't mean you can't be country.
I ain't country. I didn't need no rabbit.
You're just trying to defend me right now when you started this whole thing.
Both of y'all country.
Hey, I'm telling you, when I saw her doing that, and then the smell.
This is all your fault, Eric. Dang. You were such a jerk.
Before they put onions in them, right?
Can't stand
check
you.
It out. It smells like doo-doo.
Okay, hold on a second, man. We don't want to talk about chitlins no more, man.
It's your fault. You don't even know why you brought it up.
I got two country-ass people here with me today. What y'all talking about, man?
Hey, white nationalists, Trump is, I don't know, that dude is just confused, you know?
That's not the way I
whatever it takes.
Categorize it.
Yeah, he's dumb. If he was smart, well, we are in trouble, but we've been in serious trouble, like Hitler trouble.
Yeah.
But he's so dumb. I just can't wait till they freeze all his assets.
Yeah, listen. The country's got a history of not holding people like him accountable. I doubt anything like that will happen to him. I doubt it.
Yeah. Hey, I tell you what. When he tried to go to Israel, or especially Russia, hey, his plane ain't gonna get mysteriously shot out of the air.
Oh no! We don't condone any of that violent behavior over here. No, we don't. No, we don't.
Hey, we got to take a break, Alvin. I appreciate you, man. Go back to drinking, man.
I will.
All right.
I enjoy the show.
Thanks, man.
Thanks,
take care.
Alvin. Bye.
Y'all take care.
You too,
All
man.
Bye.
Oh, junk ass Alvin. Maybe he's cousins with Adrian. Alvin and Adrian.
I know.
Sound like a TV show, the Alvin and Adrian show. Yeah, that's a thing, isn't it?
Oh, my goodness.
Isn't that a thing, man? All right, y'all. We ain't going to talk about chitlins no more.
I would hope not. You see, that's your fault.
Hopefully.
Please, y'all, we don't need to talk about it.
Somebody called them booty noodles on there.
I know, I saw that.
All right, y'all.
Doja Pro.
Yeah, stay tuned for more of the family meeting.
Cause the spark, conversation, verbal elation, stimulation, shit out, situation, temptation, education, relaxation, elevation. Maybe we could talk about Surah 31:18. Your background ain't sweet thing. Sometimes y'all gotta swim upstream. You ain't no saint or a sinner, but you put your good foot down to make your soul winner.
A basic and essential part of any financial plan is savings. Most of whatever cash you have will be there because you put it there, not necessarily because of some fancy investment. Now with Save and Plan, Polaris has introduced a way for you to get empowering financial advice. Save and Plan is simple. Just sign up to save on a systematic monthly basis directly from your account and gain access to a planner and our planning services. Once you sign up to save, Polaris will help you develop a customized financial plan and give you a real person to speak with. Your dedicated planner is just an email or phone call away. Save and Plan offers empowering advice for everyone. Visit us at polarisadvice.com and call us today at 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. That's 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. Save and Plan, empowering advice for everyone.
Securities offered through Lion Street Financial LLC, member FINRA, and SIPC Investment Advisor Services offered through Lion Street Advisors LLC, registered investment advisors. Polaris Wealth Management and Lion Street Financial are not affiliated.
Hi, this is Michelle from the Family Meeting, and let me tell you about the Villager Gift Boutique located at 2007 Ridge Road in downtown Homewood, Illinois. The Villager is your gift shop for unique, hand-selected, high-quality gifts. The Villager's owner, Valerie, travels internationally to trade shows and fine art festivals to bring a variety of unique, high-quality items, including fine gifts, bath and body products, candles, jewelry, clothing, home accents, leather goods, stationery, gourmet goodies, and so much more. The customer experience is very inviting and ideal for helping you find the perfect gift, especially for those shoppers who are looking for that unique gift for those who are hard to shop for. Oh, and the gift wrapping is complimentary. Shop in person in Homewood, Illinois, or online at thevillagergiftshop.com. That's thevillagergiftshop.com.
Ken Brown, KenBrownInternational.com, and welcome back to the Family Meeting.
Okay, so Michelle got a funny. Michelle got a funny today. Let's see what that is.
It's Cam. It's our buddy Cam. He's great with AI, and he sent a picture of you in a bathroom barbecuing in a tub.
He clearly is good with AI, huh?
It's not the cleanest tub, but it's the shirt you have on right now. Well, that is
nasty looking tub.
That is funny. I think it's on purpose. Oh, that's hilarious, Cameron. Thank you. So funny.
Yeah, that's a little crazy. You can't put that on YouTube for the people? I know they're begging now.
I can't figure out how to move it from the space that it's on.
User error. Okay. Let's get Ed here calling from Hoffman Estates. Hey, Ed, what's new, man?
Hi, Ed.
Hello. Thanks for my call. I love watching you guys on YouTube and listening to your show on the radio.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
I was listening, and I think what you're talking about is psychology of tribalism, where people get in little groups, and they look at other groups, and they go, we're good, they're bad, blah, blah, blah.
No, I agree with you that exists, but mine is based on historic interactions and the knowledge of history.
Okay, so let's go back to.
And by the way, it's white people, but it's really white nationalists. It just so happens that most white nationalists are white people. Right?
Okay,
So-
I agree with that. I agree with all that, but it crosses all of humanity, whether you're a Hindu or Mexican, white or whatever. And let me ask you folks, what did your parents teach you when you were coming up about other people that didn't look like you or act like you?
Don't trust them people.
How were you raised?
Don't trust them people. Don't trust them.
Don't trust people. Okay.
That's not the way I was. That's not the way I was raised.
No.
And I was raised. People are people are people. That's my father's mantra.
I can hear my daddy's voice in my head saying, "Yeah, you can work with him, but don't trust him."
Exactly. So if
That
we keep
wasn't-
perpetuating that from generation to generation, how are we ever going to get out of this mess?
Well, I think trust is something that you earn, right? It's behavioral largely, and I don't see anything in society right now that would lead me, especially data-wise, that would lead me to feel otherwise.
Okay, so when you see a white person, you don't trust them.
I mean, it's circumstantial,
Because your
right? So
daddy told you that.
if I see a white person on the street, I'm not cowering and running, and I'm not speaking. But what I'm saying
Well, you're going
is,
to be suspicious of them.
well, I mean, suspicion's more aggressive than I would characterize it. But if you were to say, "Listen, E, I want to do business with you. I need you to put up $50,000." No, I ain't gonna trust you.
That's different
Why not?
than
It's not,
just
though.
casually, just because the implication.
Well, okay, let me give you a casual example. I won't get on the elevator with a white woman.
We know that, but we understand the reason for
here.
that. That's not your. That is your distrust of white people.
Right, by myself, no. But listen, my history tells me that all she has to do is come off of that elevator and tell somebody that I touched her inappropriately. And then I got a problem.
Okay. Well, my history tells me when I was 11 years old, I got beat up by 4 black kids passing out flyers on Grand Avenue. But that doesn't make me hate all black people. I have to rise above that. And
And
that's
you
how-
see the difference,
only
though,
way
that
we're
it's-
going to come together is if we get above it and stop teaching it.
Well, I had a
to
bad
our
experience
kids.
with cream of wheat too, so I don't eat cream of wheat now.
Well,
So yeah, but there's one. I'm talking about a long history of violence and mistreatment.
Of course there is, but we have to break that cycle.
But to get my
How do we
ass beat
break the
once is not
cycle?
the same as a long history of mistreatment.
Yeah, there is a difference. There is a difference between your example and what Eric's saying, for sure. I'm not saying that yours isn't valid, but there's a distinct difference between the two.
But I just want to say that we have to break the cycle. Humanity has to come together. I know it sounds altruistic and all that, but God almighty, are we just going to keep doing this over and over and over again for the next 100 years?
Well, I think until we start paying attention to and working on changing the data, not the daily treatments, but the data, then you might have a breakthrough. But until then, trust is earned.
Who's we?
The collective society. The collective society
Right, exactly.
has to be
That's my
congruent.
point.
Has to be
That's my
congruent on
point.
working on equity.
Okay. All right. We're together on that. And the next thing I just want to say is I'm really worried about the young kids in our society today.
I am too.
They're starting to run around, causing trouble everywhere, black or white, whatever, or Mexican or whatever. Pick a race, or a culture. The kids are just being left behind today. And we have to start focusing on bringing these kids up. The K-shaped economy is not going to last forever. Poor are getting poorer, rich are getting richer, and at some point it's going to all break down.
I agree
That's
with
all
that. I appreciate
That's all
you,
I
man.
gotta
Hey,
say.
man, thanks for being
Thank
part
you,
of the family,
Ed.
man. We appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure. Bye. That's my man, Norbert. What's up, man?
Hi, Norbert.
My
Great topic,
favorite
great-
purveyor of hostas.
Yeah. Hey, I got those hostas I planted in. I have a little hosta garden. If you ever need some, I can either bring them over or.
I might,
arrange a
man.
time
I just put in some daylilies and some other plants, so I might need a few more hostas. I may hit you up about that.
I got ferns too.
Okay.
Yeah, my whole life I've seen the history, and I'm not going to deny it. I'm going to tell everybody about it. I've got a photo album, and I call it My Heroes, and it's about 95% minority and about 75% veteran, and but it does include Emmett Till. If some white person says something racist to me, I take out My Heroes photo album and start talking about the people who are in this album. That includes Medgar Evers, Emmett Till, the two Medal of Honor winners from Chicago, one that named Olive Lee, and they are my heroes. And Muhammad Ali is one of them, and he helped save my life indirectly by helping to stop the Vietnam War. He had so much courage that this Nazi quarterback of the New York Giants has none. And that's all I want to say. But love you guys, and have a great week.
Love you too, man.
Thank you,
Take
Norbert.
care.
Love you too.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
So your boy got you over there snotty, huh? Cam got you snotty?
Cameron has me snotty.
See? You done got him started now, see?
I know. It's so funny, though.
Come on, man. You know her attention span, Cam, is not that long. She got the attention span of a frog.
How do you know what a frog's attention span is?
Right. See? Frog ain't never paying attention.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, mine too. Okay, so let me drop this on everybody just for contemplation's sake.
Sure.
Right? I think that of the things that I discussed today, I think the thing that troubles me the most is the difference in goals, right? And I can see it. I see it every day on television when I'm watching MSNBC, especially. And I don't watch it that much, but on the occasions where I do,
It's MS Now, isn't it?
whatever it is, MS Now. So, I'm watching these people go in the tank for Democrats, and it's a worthy goal, and we have the same goal because we share the goal of ridding ourselves of these white nationalists. But that's where it stops. That's where I observe it stopping on MS Now. I haven't watched CNN in God knows how long, so I can't say what they're doing there. But the things I listen to that are not Urban View, it stops at ridding us of them. And it ain't good enough for me. I'm not personally motivated to become active, to give money, if that's the only goal. It can't be the only goal for me. And while I understand what the mission is, and I think that many people who are thinking people understand the mission, we have to rid ourselves of them. Nothing else can occur after we rid ourselves of them. But let's really, if we're going to rid ourselves of them, let's really, really rid ourselves of them. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What does that look like?
Well, it doesn't look like, and I know I'm answering with a negative, but it doesn't look like what you did when you forgave the Confederates.
Let's see.
Right? So you can't, the Democrats can't be about the business of not holding these people accountable. Right?
Yes.
That's a huge mistake. What it does is it discourages the non-thinkers among us from voting, from supporting you. And what that does is you end up inviting back the white nationalists.
Yeah, that's how we get the crazies in there.
So you have to hold them accountable. Every single one of them, to the fullest extent of your law.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else is acceptable, right? And the mere fact that, and I've asked a number of people, so mine is anecdotal too, but the mere fact that I've asked people, do you think that the Democrats will hold them accountable? And the answers are almost invariably, I think so, I hope so. It
I'm in
feels
hope
like
so
it.
category, yeah.
But nobody can say definitively, yes, they will. And you don't see it from them. You don't see them saying, listen, vote for me, because I'm going to hold these people accountable.
Mm-hmm.
I need to hear that from you. I need to hold you accountable to getting that done. Otherwise, we're going to be back in this cycle. If for somehow or another you wrangle control, and I'm doubtful about that too, because I can't see these people who are craven and depraved allowing an election to go against them. I can't see it happening without something dramatic happening. I can't see them letting that happen. But let's just say if it does, and somehow or another you wrangle control, you have to hold them accountable.
Yeah.
They have to, if they're adjudicated and found guilty, they have to go to jail.
Yes.
There'll be no pardons handed out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There'll be no ignoring subpoenas like you're allowing that to happen now. You have to make D.C. a state. You have to you have to add Supreme Court justices. You have to introduce universal health care. You have to do all of that. That's the radical change that black people are looking for, and why we aren't necessarily congruent with our allies, because they're satisfied. They seem to be. I'm trying to be careful now. They seem to be satisfied with just ridding ourselves of the white nationalists, and it just ain't enough.
And that's where you and I see it differently. But again, it's just what I see, so I don't know.
We're both anecdotal, right?
Yeah,
right.
Because I see that the change is. I just feel like it's different.
I think what I'm saying is I don't see anything that makes me believe that. I see a lot of talking, like you do. I probably see a lot of the same talking. But
my point to you is the conversation has never been, excuse me, this involved and this detailed and this emphatic before.
Yeah, it has though, Michelle.
Not from in
your lifetime.
Not in yes.
Right, but during the Confederacy, if you read history, it's the same conversation.
Well, I'm talking about what's happening right now.
Well, but you can go through history and watch it happen over and over with the white backlashes. You can see it happen. It's the same routine and it's the same language. And I'm seeing the same language. It is exactly the same language. Look, I mean, maybe I'm reading some crazy history, but history tells me, and it's mostly writing, by the way. During the Red Summer, we were in Tulsa. Same language. They were killing people and not holding anybody accountable, and they were using the same exact language. In the 1850s, they had the Know Nothings. You know about the Know Nothing Party?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
And they were against having the Irish and other ethnics here. And same language. The Whig Party that died eventually, same language.
When you say same language, what is that? What is the language that you are saying that you think I'm hearing?
Their sentiment was ridding themselves of the current people and not so much about changing the system.
Okay, see, but what I'm hearing is changing the system. What I'm hearing is we can't go back to what it was before. We need to change it and make it broader and bigger and better.
We shall see, shan't we?
Yep.
All right, y'all. That's all the time we have. I want to thank you for yours. Hey, I know there's a bunch of things you could be doing on a Sunday but the weather's nice. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Tune into the family meeting every Sunday at 4. I'm your host, Eric Grant. Peace.
Jacuzzi, bubble bath, laughing, joking, candlelight, talking about how you and your ex-man fight. Tropical sight, be sand white, listen, seafood dishes, wine cooler, champagne wishes, waterbed head, fine dude with some riches. You're lovable, huggable, I love the cute mugging. As long as I'm around and down, nothing could ever trouble you. I want you back.
The preceding program, The Family Meeting, was sponsored by Polaris Insurance Agency, and to the extent applicable, their guests. The views and opinions expressed therein do not necessarily reflect those of Heartland Signal, LLC, or its management.
NBC News Radio, I'm Rob Martier. New Jersey State